Hey, what's up guys, WhirlXbow back here, and today we're playing Combo Priest. For those who don't know, this is an Inner Fire deck, or some people might call it Inner Fire Priest, or, you know, it's one of those other names that the deck has. I typically call it Combo Priest. It's just what I've always called it, really. So for those who don't know, you kind of win by slamming this guy, giving it some more health with this, this, and this. That was the other card I was looking for. Then you double it, then you play like a Topsy Turvy, and then you'll Vivid Nightmare it, and then you'll have two of them, and then your opponent will die. Or you'll cast a second Divine Spirit, and then Topsy Turvy it, and then they'll die, and then you win the game. That's typically how this deck wins. Besides that, you can also win through Potion of Madness if they have a big enough thing where you can go Wave of Apathy, Potion of Madness, steal something with a lot of health, double it, kill your opponent. But you basically win through Inner Fire and Topsy Turvy. But yeah, I don't have much else to say, really. I'm feeling that people probably haven't seen this deck, but have heard about it, that follow a lot of Hearthstone content. So I'm just not going to say anything more, and I'm just going to kill the game and hopefully show you guys what I mean by you kill your opponent with Inner Fire and whatnot. So yeah, with that being said, let's just queue up the first one. Alright, first matchup is against a Warlock. Depending on what Warlock it is, we're kind of favored. This whole hand's actually okay. You really want this, because if you hit Shadow Visions into the palm readings, it's really fucking good, because it kind of reduces it by 2 almost. So yeah. Or just hitting palm readings in general in this deck is so key, but so many of your spells, so many of your win cons are spells, so if you can combine them both together, it works pretty darn great. Alright, that's fine. So it's this on 2, ideally finding something that we can use to kill. And to be fair, depending on what we find, something like, this is not a minion, right? Yeah. Depending on what we find off this, like him slamming a giant is just lethal for us, right? That's one of the nice things here. I already have the potion. I guess I'll take this. But yeah, because I already have the potion, I don't have to slam it like that. This is kind of problematic. I don't have any more card draw, really, that I can just slam. I don't really like that. And if ideally I draw palm readings or something like that this turn. That's fine. That's the token copy. That was the worst draw in my deck. This right here, this was the worst draw in my deck. It feels bad. Feels really fucking bad, because I already have one, so I don't need to. I need to find card draw some sort. I'm really sad that our potion, or our Shadow Visions didn't hit any card draw. It hit various different combo pieces that we didn't need. Oh, sorry. I'm fucking exhausted today, and I don't know why. Okay. I need to play 3 spells to activate this. That's so hard here. Whatever. I'm just gonna kill these off. I have another potion, and I have another Topsy here, so... Oh, of course you hit a... Fuck me. Hopefully I hit a... Okay, Shadow Visions, or Thrive of Shadows, or Palm Readings next turn. This way, it's just a spell I can cast for free, kind of, that allows me to just push for that little bit of lethal, you know? I hope my music is not too loud for you guys. It's a little bit loud for me, but that's fine, because it's typically louder in my headphones and it's gonna be loud for you guys. That's fine. Okay. Right, this huge draw. This is actually a ginormous draw. Wave is fine. It's a wave where I can do this, and it's going to cost 2 less whatever I draw. I think I'm more okay with Thrive. Radiant, Palm, Insight. That's fine. That is absolutely fine. Sorry if you guys hear crackling in the background. I'm in the process of building a Lego set that I got a while back. So I just have bags of Lego pieces on my desk. And I put my headphones on to tie up my hair, and it landed on the thing. Okay, that's annoying, but I can deal with that. Hopefully this is going to give you something good here. This is fine, I guess. That's not the worst. Hopefully he puts another 8/8 here. That's like best case scenario for me. If he summons another 8/8, Mass Hysteria is just really fucking good for me. Like absurdly good for me. What else? How much is this? Beautiful. It's gonna just be Mass Hysteria here. Worst case scenario is both 8/8s punch into the things, but the odds of that are so fucking low. I can play this first. Alright, that wasn't perfect. But I could win even with that happening. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay. What do I need, like, potion? I'm trying to think of how do I get lethal here. I don't know if I necessarily can. Drawing 3 cards here is a really fucking good, because no matter what I draw, I can play. Is the advantage I currently have. But what is that? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It's not quite lethal. Depending on what I draw, I have lethal. So, yeah. Bruh, okay, fuck me. I kind of want to just go for it. I really want to just go for it. Suppose if I miss, I lose the game. Draw 3 cards. I go up 16. I can survive 16 damage. I have to go for it. Okay, okay. There we go. Beautiful. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, we got there. We got there. Oh my god, that was... I had basically one out there in my entire deck, but I think I had to go for it. So if I didn't go for it there, I was worried that a combination of Wind Fury plus some other cards meant I was dead, and I couldn't... The next card I drew didn't go into my hand. So like I was really worried that I would just die to myself, and luckily that did not happen there. Anyways though, with game 1 out of the way, let's queue up the next one. Alright, next is one of the classes that we just can't beat. So this is the problem that most combo decks have. This whole hand's okay. The problem that most combo decks have in Hearthstone is that there's very few decent ways for a combo deck to actually deal with the card Ice Block. And basically every mage plays Ice Block. So I need to go as fast as humanly possible in order to win. But going as fast as humanly possible means I need to have a perfect draw, or else I just lose to the card Ice Block. Okay, he's playing the one deck of that archetype that doesn't play Ice Block, which is good for me. Pomeranes is huge. You have to go for Pomeranes here to activate Insight. And with this hand, we are so close to just being in the Omega insane position. What is this? Do I take lethal next time? That's my question I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, plus 12, that's 22. Not technically dead. Technically. Okay, well, I just have to hope I'm not dead. I need like so many cards in order to be anywhere near decent at this in this position. Yeah, I'm in an awful position. Yeah, if you would have put another one, I took an additional 4 down to 4. Okay. Let's start with this. Beautiful. Oh. I don't have a way to deal with these things, but it's still only taken 4. And next turn with the Divine Spirit and the Topsy Turvy, I have lethal. I don't think there's a way where I could have slammed this Radiant Elemental at any point to save an additional mana. So, need to hope for no taunt. And depending what taunt he hits, I mean, I still have Shard of the Naaru that is lethal. You have it? That's not taunt. That's fine. Thank God. Not even close. Oh, was never worried at all there. Me worried? Nah. We were just destined to win in that game, you know? We just fucking popped right the fuck off. Alright though, I guess next game. Alright. Next is Rogue. Rogue is a terrible matchup. I think I'm gonna mull the wave here. I want card draw of some sort. It's kind of card draw. Kind of not. Alright, I'm gonna start with the Shadow Visions. I prefer to start with Shadow over Thrive, because most of the spells we want as many copies of as possible. Like Potion is like one of those cards where it's like, if I have 10 copies of it, I'm happy. Not really, but I think on average this is better than Powered Fortitude. That's what I thought this was. Maybe in this matchup against the Rogue, I should have contemplated taking second Potion, but pretty sure I'm winning this game through a Gnome Infantry guy. There he is. Let's start with this. Let's go into the Renew. I can't leave this alive. Save myself 1,000,000 health by doing that trade right there. Sorry if you hear people moving chairs above me, but people are moving chairs above me, and it's really fucking annoying. I know most of the time people are like, oh, we can't actually hear what's going on behind you, but I would rather apologize for if anybody does hear anything than not apologize and look like a dick. Wave could potentially save me for a turn, so I'm gonna take wave here. This is pretty good. Yep. I'll just pass here. Right now, what is this? 8 damage from hand? Depending on what I draw, I mean, I could just have lethal in the next 2 turns, so I need to be worried about that. Oh, I need to be, like, wary about that, you know? Yeah. Because right now, technically, right, if next turn... I guess, no, not next turn, because I don't have the mana for it, but... If I was on 6 mana, I could technically go Bowward Shield and to double its health. Double its health. Oh, that's 9, so that's 18. Almost lethal. With another double, it's lethal. I don't want to spend too many spells because then this is like really bad. I do this, I save 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 health. And it forces me to go off next turn. Depending on what I draw, I mean, that's very realistic. If I draw this, I'm about to go off next turn. Either of these I can go off next turn, right? Because this is plus 4, probably 5 or 6 health. I have to do this. I feel like I have to do that to be any bit near safe. Again, right? If I hit the Shadow Word Devour, probably slamming this, giving it plus 5 health, devouring, doubling, inner firing, and then punching in the face and just hoping it's good enough. Yeah. I'm fairly certain I'm forced to do that anyways this turn. Devour? Devour is really good. I can't play this though. Yes, that's fine. Alright. Find a way to deal 20 damage to this thing. If he does, I mean, he wins the game. If he doesn't, he dies. So, looks like I just win. So, the reason I couldn't play this there, I mean, of course, he has his one of... He top decks his one of answer to this card in his entire deck. It was the only answer he had in his entire deck, and that's a one of in some lists. Whatever. Shit happens. Sometimes they're just rather be lucky than good. That was my game in, what, 23 out of... That was my game 22 out of 23 universes. What can you do? Let's just skip the next one. Do I really have to hit another fucking rogue player? People don't like playing actual interesting classes. I fucking hate the rogue class with a burning passion. I think I actually mauled this. I keep the Shadow Word Devour because it could be a board wipe against some rogue lists. Right? Against aggro rogue, it's like really, really good. Yeah, yes he has it. I'm forced to do that one. He's also playing the 40 health version, which means he got even luckier to actually have the best one drop in his deck on turn 1. What can you do? With this hand, I think Divine Spirit is better. Actually, Wave of Apathy is insane. So the reason Wave of Apathy is so good is because it allows me to... One, it can save me if it is Edwin, which I'm assuming it is. Right? It can save me by just slowing him down by 1 turn. And I have the Handmaiden to draw 3. So... Of course, after I do that, I always draw next card, you know? It's this every single time. It could have been Silence there, but I think Shadow Visions on average is better for me. Because again, if he plays a giant fucking Edwin, I could technically just Shadow Visions, get Potion, Wave, Potion, Powered Shield, double its health, Interfire it, and then my opponent is dead, right? That's how I see it, so hopefully he misses here. That's all he does, he kind of missed. Oh, that's all he does. Of course he hits card draw. Yeah, that's fine. At least that should be fine. I'm gonna do this plus this most likely this turn. In my deck, I think I would rather slam this first. I have to slam a wave here as well. I have 2 of both of these. I need this to actually win the game. Alright. Yeah, my only mentality here of taking Interfire over Divine Spirit is I actually need Divine Spirit to win, or Interfire to win the game, versus Divine Spirit I can win without it having it in my hand necessarily. Okay. Depending on what I draw here, I could just have lethal, which is pretty nice. I have so much mana this turn. It's actually kind of cracked. Okay, I think I should just have lethal. I think I should have beyond lethal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is free. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. On average, this is more health. Do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Do this. Do this. Easy game. The games where you actually draw all of the card draw and all of the buff effects, this deck is absolutely fucking insane. The decks where you don't, or that your opponent's playing a super fast aggro deck, this deck becomes so much harder to play. Like that game, my opponent did nothing for the first 4 turns, and I drew double Shadow Visions, Thrive in Shadows, Palm Readings, and Handmaiden that was active on 3. Like, that was basically all the fucking card draw in my deck. No, there was 1 more Handmaiden, there was 1 more Palm Readings, and there was 1 more Thrive in Shadows, and that's it. And I think 1 Powered Shield left in my deck. So 4 cards left in my deck were card draw. So the games that you hit with this deck, you just fucking hit, and it should be a fairly easy game on turn 5. Also, I hit the guy that refreshes your mana. Sometimes it just works out. Anyways, though, we have time for 1 last game, so let's queue it up. Great, we ended against a fucking mage. I'm gonna mull both of those. I want another game. Like, see, this is another game where if I top deck Handmaiden turn 1, okay, it's not quite Handmaiden, but you know, or Handmaiden here, like, it's really good for me. Also, the Potion of Madness I had last game is kind of also what won me the game. Oh, that's such a nuts draw. I'm gonna go with this. Start discounting them with the palm reading I have in hand. Hopefully he doesn't have ice block on curve. If he has ice block on 3, it's super hard for me to actually win the game. He probably thinks at this point that I'm big, so I'm okay with that. He should assume I did not hit Shadow Essence because that was very, very slow at picking. That's another thing I kind of want to do is try to make him think I'm Big Priest, because he might be like, okay, I don't have to slam Ice Block quite yet until I see a minion, and then when he sees a minion, he'll slam. But if I play this slowly, be like, you know, I play this, still can't figure it out. Play this on turn 4, still can't really figure it out, and then turn 6, just start going off. I should be fine. Oh, it's also mech. Okay. Interesting. That's second Divine Spirit. Airfire. And you hit a Gnome Infantry. Yeah, like if I top deck Insight next turn, like that's fairly nice because it pops off. Like it can hit me the Gnome Infantry, and then it's 6, 12, 24 taunt. 24 taunt, depending what this hits, I mean, it could be lethal. Also, to be fair, depending what he plays, potion / wave off this, and then the other one is also just kind of lethal. On this thing especially. Yeah, well. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's not exactly the card I wanted. These are all kind of awful, no cap. Nine, 10, 11. I'm just dead. I had to hit, if I would have hit, I guess if this was wave, if I would have taken wave, I could have waved this. And I had lethal next turn. I've almost had lethal this turn. Wave, double, up to 18. Yeah, no. I needed one more turn before he went off. He was able to go off on 3. Not much I can do there. Like, this is exactly how it felt for my opponent that was in my exact shoes this game. Last game, right? Where my opponent couldn't do shit because he was behind. And I was super far ahead just as I was able to combo off super early on. Which kind of sucks, but what can you do? We recently... I'm gonna go back to opening wild packs. We just recently opened a legendary in our Rust Guns Rumble. We opened the Dragon Dude. The Warrior Dude. One of the Warrior Dudes. For, you know, that unplayable class that we haven't seen in forever. So I'm gonna go back to opening wild packs. I'll open another legendary. I believe you can open legendaries and wild packs. Which is kind of cool because it gets me a legendary from a random point in Hearthstone's history. And seeing that I basically own all the good ones. Also, eventually I will just have all the commons and uncommons. You know, sorry, all the commons, and then I can get all the rares, and then epics. And I think the best way overall to do that is wild packs. Because, right, I'm not opening a pack of a specific set, hitting all the commons in that set, and then while I have all the commons and the rares, I'm trying to find the epics. This way I'm going to get them from other sets until I have all of them, and then I can slowly start picking which sets I want epics from and whatnot. That is the wrong deck. That's a Reno Paladin list that I'm going to be playing soon. I have to click on Combo Priest. This deck was actually really fucking good. I genuinely think that you could probably hit Legend with this deck, like almost 1000%. I'll admit it, I'm not that great with this deck. I'd probably say my average win rate is probably 50-50 with the deck, even though I went 3-2 today, which, I mean, is still good. I'm glad going 3-2. It means I'm one game ahead. But, yeah, no, overall, I mean, yeah, the matchups we lost, not much I could have done about those, but, oh, yeah, one of the rogue ones I feel like I still should have won. Or if he didn't top deck Starfish, I won the game, but what can you do? Yeah, but no, overall, I really like this deck. If you guys are looking for an alternate combo deck that's also fairly cheap, only with one legendary, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 epics, and this one is not necessary, as you saw that I never played it. So like only really 4 epics, 1 legendary. You can cut this for another inner fire potentially. Like this is a very cheap combo deck that works well. Sorry about that. My mom was just coming to say goodnight. But yeah, overall this deck was really fucking good, really cheap. Would recommend. Most of it's commons. Even most of it you'd get for free through the season, but or the season, the year of the whatever. But yeah, anyways, with all that being said, I hope you guys all enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, don't forget to like and subscribe as always. Follow me on Twitch and Twitter. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys all in the next one, where hopefully we get some more dubs. Alright guys, hopefully we hit legend next time. Alright guys, yeah, I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace.